Why leaders make irrational decisions under pressure. It's not stupidity. People love to say leaders are crazy when they make catastrophic decisions. But under pressure, humans don't become more rational. They become more predictable. In this video, I'll show you 5 psychological forces that push leaders into bad decisions, and how to spot them in your own life before they cost you years. 1. Loss aversion. Losses hit harder than gains. This makes people take bigger risks to avoid outcomes that feel like humiliation or defeat. When a leader thinks, if I back down, I lose face, they stop aiming for the best outcome and start aiming to avoid the worst feeling. In normal life, you see this when someone stays in a bad job or relationship because quitting feels like admitting defeat, even if quitting is the smart move. 2. Escalation of commitment. Once a decision is made publicly, it becomes part of identity. The more reputation and effort invested, the harder it gets to reverse course, even when new information says you should. People call this throwing good money after bad, but it's deeper. It's the fear of being exposed as wrong. Here's a simple test. Ask, if I had not started this, would I start it today? 3. Status and dominance. A lot of strategy is actually status. In high-stakes environments, dominance psychology creeps in. Nobody wants to look weak, and everyone wants control of the narrative. When status is on the line, people choose actions that look strong, not actions that are smart. In your world, that looks like arguing to win instead of to understand, buying things to signal success, or refusing help because it feels like weakness. 4. Groupthink. Groupthink happens when the desire for harmony overrides the desire for truth. If everyone in the room benefits from agreeing, dissent disappears. The leader hears confidence, not accuracy. In real life, groupthink shows up when your environment punishes disagreement. You stop thinking and start repeating. A simple fix is to ask one question. What's the strongest argument against this? 5. Narratives and moral licensing. When people believe they are the hero of the story, they can justify actions that don't align with their values. The mind loves a narrative that makes you feel right. Once that story is locked in, critics become enemies, and the goal becomes winning, not learning. In your own life, you'll feel this when you justify a bad habit because you had a stressful week, or you break a promise because you deserve it. Here's the takeaway. Under pressure, the mind doesn't become more logical. It becomes more emotional, status-driven, and identity-protective. If you want a competitive edge in your 20s and 30s, don't just train your body, train your decision-making. Because the biggest failures usually start as small, reasonable compromises. If you want more calm breakdowns like this, mindset, money, health, subscribe to The Human Lens.